Dear student, today first I will let you know about the pre-midterm examination portion, that is chapter 1 of your chemistry. But here the topics which include chapter 1, because here we had little changes in the syllabus, that's why I will tell you the topics also, that is question related to the elements, compounds, mixture, their types, solution, that is true solution, suspension and colloids. Okay, so this is our first chapter, that is nature of particles, natures of matter. These topics will be asked for your pre-mid examination. I hope I am clear. If still you will be getting any doubt, then you can directly contact me. Okay, now let's continue with the topic, that here we are doing the revision of the portion which will be asked in your exam. So first, that is element and compound, already we have done. Now we have to start with the impure substance. As we know that matters are classified into pure substance and impure substance. Pure substance again classified as elements and compounds, that we have done already. Now here we have classification of impure substance as mixture. We know that mixture is what? Mixture, it is a combination of two or more elements or compound or any substance, that is called to be as mixture. Like here we can take example, if we dissolve sugar in water, which are uh, both are pure substance, like sugar is also pure substance and water is also pure substance, but combination of these two will give rise to sugar solution, and it is called to be as mixture. So why we call this one as mixture? Because mixture do not have fixed ratio of their constituent. Whatever amount of water we want, we can take. Whatever amount of sugar we want, we can take for the preparation of sugar solution. So here in case of mixture, the ratio is not fixed. Second thing, that we call it as mixture because it show the properties of their constituents also. Mixture always show the properties of their constituent. Okay, that's why it is called to be as mixture. So here we can define mixture as the combination of two or more substance, that because here we are talking about element or compound or any of the substance you can take. So the combination of two or more substance which are physically mixed and are not chemically combined with each other, and may also be present in any proportion, that is called to be as mixture. Okay, because here they combine with each other physically only. Because of physical combination, we can separate it easily. But if there is chemical combination takes place, then it is called to be as compound, not mixture. Okay. So these are all about the mixture. Here we have number of mixture, like we can take example for mixture as alloys. Alloys is also called to be as mixture. Sometimes the question may also ask that alloy, why alloy is called to be as mixture? Because alloy is what? It is a combination of either two metals or metal and non-metal. So here we are making alloy by, if we are making alloy by combination of metal, like gold, we are making jewelries of gold, and we cannot use 25 carat gold because it is soft. Or if we are making jewelry or ornament of 25 carat gold, then it is very soft, then it can bend very easily. That's why here to give strength, we are adding some amount of or some ratio of some other metal, that may be copper, that may be silver. It depends on the person, whatever they want. Okay, so the ratio is always depends on the person. Like sometime the people take 24 carat of gold and 1% of copper is added. Sometime the people take 22 carat of gold and 3% of copper is added. Sometime they take 23 carat of gold and 2% of copper is added. So here the ratio is not fixed, the ratio may change accordingly. Okay, so whenever the ratio is not fixed for the combination of any two substance, it is called to be as mixture. That's why alloy is also called to be as mixture. Okay, now here we have classification of mixture, means types of mixture. So mixture are classified into two, that is called to be as homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture. So what do you mean by homogeneous mixture? Homo means same, Okay, so a mixture is said to be homogeneous if the different constituent or the substance present in it are uniformly mixed without any clear boundary of separation. That is called to be as homogeneous mixture. Means whenever we are adding two substances with one another, they combine with each other uniformly, very perfectly, that we cannot separate it by means we cannot see the boundaries of the solute or the solvent or whatever the thing is mixed over one another. Like if we are mixing sugar into water or salt into water, so we cannot say that where is means what is added into the solution without tasting or without anything else, without any type of taste. Okay, so here the combination in which the boundary of separation cannot be seen, means that is called to be as homogeneous mixture, which mix with each other uniformly and which cannot be separated or which cannot be seen by the naked eye. That is called to be as homogeneous mixture. Air is also called to be as homogeneous mixture. Here we had some example, one that is salt into the water, that already I have given this example. Air is also called as mixture. Why actually air is called as mixture? Because we know that in air, what is the composition of air? That is, air has 70% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, some percentage of carbon dioxide, water vapor, and some inert gases are also present. But here these all things are present in a fixed ratio, but it is not possible to identify these gases present in the air. Or actually, if we people are going to different places, we will get the different ratio of different gases into air. Like if we go nearby the factories area, here we will be getting more amount of sulfur and nitrogen in the air. If we will go nearby the forest area, here we will get pure air which do not have any type of impurities on that. So here the ratio and the amount of gases also varies in air. That's why air is called to be as mixture, and it is a homogeneous mixture because we cannot separate the boundaries of all gases from one another. Next, we have heterogeneous mixture. Hetero means different. Here, heterogeneous mixture, it is a type of mixture in which two substances do not mix with each other completely, and we can easily see the boundaries of two substances mixed with each other, and we can easily separate it by physical method. That is called to be as heterogeneous mixture. So here heterogeneous mixture, for heterogeneous mixture we can also take example like if we have taken rice, so in rice we have number of pebbles or stones are present. So here these rice and pebbles do not mix with each other completely because we can easily pick it up and we can easily separate it by hand picking. Okay, so these two things do not mix with each other completely. Like second example we can take, if we have add sand and marble, so sand and marble, they do not mix with each other completely or uniformly. Here also we can see the boundary of separation. Okay, so this is called to be as heterogeneous mixture. So heterogeneous mixture is defined as, means the substance in which do not mix with each other completely, and the boundaries of separation can be easily seen, is called to be as heterogeneous mixture. Okay, oil and water, it is also heterogeneous mixture because oil and water do not mix with each other at any ways. Oil always float over the water, you know, they do not combine with each other, they form a different layer. That's why it is also called to be as heterogeneous mixture. Okay, now we know that compound, it is also formed by the combination of two or more substance. Mixture also formed by the combination of two or more substance. Then also they differ from one another. So what are the point of differentiation between compounds and mixture that we have to know? See, if we are talking about mixture, it is always asked why water is called to be as compound and why air is called to be as mixture. So air, now already we have discussed about the air. If it is asked why water is called to be as compound, so what are the property that a compound should follow? So for compound, anything which is compound, like water is called to be as compound. Here the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, because water is made up of what? Water is made up of by the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. So here they form water, and here the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is always fixed. That's why this is the first reason that water is called to be as compound. The second reason because of that the water is called to be as compound is the means here compound or the product which is going to form, they do not show the properties of their constituent. The property, whatever the property of the compound, is totally different from that of their constituent. Like hydrogen, it is a gas. Oxygen, it is also gas, but after combining they form water which is liquid. So it has totally different property from that of their constituent. So these are some point of differentiation, or with that we can say any of the substance as compound, or if they show the properties of their constituent, they are called to be as mixtures. See, here we have some differences between compounds and mixture. First difference, in a compound two or more elements are combined chemically, and in a mixture two or more element or compound are simply mixed and not combined chemically. Because if anything combined chemically, so it would be very difficult to separate it. So mixture can be separated very easily by any physical means. That's why here chemical combination do not takes place. But in case of compound, here chemical combination, because of the chemical combination only compound is going to form. Second, compound is a pure substance, whereas mixture is not pure substance. Third, in compound the elements are present in a fixed ratio, and this ratio we cannot change. If we will be changing the ratio, then the compound which is formed is going to have the different property from that of the earlier one. Okay, like if we are adding two hydrogen and two oxygen, so it would have the different property from that of water, because water, it is a combination of two hydrogen and one oxygen only. Okay, so as we are going to change the ratio, the property of the compound which will be formed is totally different. In a mixture, the constituent are not present in a fixed ratio, and it can vary. We can change the ratio accordingly. Fourth, that is compounds are always homogeneous. They have same composition throughout. But mixture is not homogeneous. It may be either homogeneous or heterogeneous, but compound will be always homogeneous. Next, in a compound, the constituent lose their identity, and compound does not show the characteristics of constituting elements. Means whatever the compound is going to form, it shows different property from that of the constituent from which it is made up of. But mixture, it always show the property of their constituent also. Next, in the formation of compound, energy in the form of heat, light, electricity, it may be absorbed or released. But in case of formation of mixture, there is neither absorption or evolution of any type of heat energy or light energy takes place. Next, in a compound, the constituent cannot be separated by physical method, but for a mixture, the mixture can be separated by physical method. Okay. Next property, that compound has a fixed melting and boiling point, but mixture, it do not have a fixed melting and boiling point, because it is made up of combination of substance or in any ratio. So here the melting point and boiling point may vary from one another. So these are the difference between the mixture and compound. After that we will have the next topic, that is solution. For today we have this much only. Students, thank you for hearing me. These all are the revision portion for your pre-mid examination. Kindly please go through the video, and if you will be getting any doubt, then ask me. These are the notes also. If you want to note it down, you can easily note it in your notebooks. Okay, thank you so much.